OCD is about having intrusive thoughts that I feel like I need to get rid of or do something about. Everybody gets intrusive thoughts to some degree, but it happens a lot more in OCD, and let's talk about why. So, an intrusive thought is fundamentally your brain saying, I hope this doesn't happen. So, if you saw a child standing on the top of a climbing frame and they wobbled, your brain would picture the child falling or go, what if they fall? That's normal. If you're somewhere really somber, like a funeral, it might be that what happens in your head is you go, what if I hope I don't laugh? That kind of thing. However, most of the time we don't register that. It doesn't even clock as a thought. But in OCD, there's an interpretation of the fact that I've even had this thought. So the fact that I've had this thought means it's likely to happen. If I keep thinking about my child falling, they will fall. Or I'm a bad person for even thinking this. What's wrong with me? I must want it to happen. Or I'm crazy. What kind of crazy person thinks about these things happening? And if I'm having any of those interpretations, all I want to do is get rid of that thought. The problem is, the more you try not to think about something, the more you think about it. If I say don't think about football, the first thing that happens is you'll picture a football. So it ramps up and ramps up and ramps up. Then I feel like I've got to do something to get rid of it. So sometimes that's purely internal. Nobody else sees anything else. I'm doing stuff like counting in my head, or I'm trying to distract myself from the thoughts or replace it with a better image. Or I do things. So if I'm cleaning, that might be because I'm afraid that somebody's going to get germs. I've got that image in my head, so I'm cleaning stuff. If I'm checking things, I'm worried that I'm going to do something that will mean that something bad happens to my family. I'll just double check that everything's okay. Or it might be superstition. I'm afraid something bad's going to happen. I'll just do this just in case.